Good morning, traders. How are we all doing today? Welcome. Welcome to another episode, another day trading series here. Let's see if we can get back on track. It is 7:31 officially. Start sharing my screen with you guys. Here we go. All right. Hello, welcome. Today is July 23rd. Market just opened at 9:30. We are going to go over a couple of plays that we made yesterday and then go from there. So yeah, welcome. Glad to have you guys back. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if you can see me okay. Got some new members in the Discord yesterday, so glad to see you guys there and active as well. Give me just a second to spread my links. We're going to go over some of my positions here. AMD still looking okay, pulling back just a little bit. Hasn't done much since, of course, yesterday. CMG also testing this resistance level at 53.97. Mara continuing to sell off. NVIDIA pushing up, which is great. Plug Power selling off as well. And TQQQ slowly starting to make its descent up. Hope you guys saw some of our recent videos, like the Sunday night stock talk, where we went over the 5 best trades for the week. Also created a video that was the best 3 companies with a 20% ROI. Just released that one. That one is very good too. If you want to check that out after this, you can. We're going to look at Bitcoin today. It is falling, but not a lot. It may bounce off of this $66,000 resistance. Excuse me. Same with Bitcoin Cash. It previously hit those $400 resistance mark right there, coming back down to hopefully bounce again off of this SMA line. SMA line, when it goes up, starts to kind of trade sideways, and it's sold off again. Now hopefully starting to trade sideways for a possible bounce back up. Hope you're all having an amazing day here. Hello, good morning. Major says good morning, loud and clear. All right, perfect. All right. So we woke up down. We woke up down today. $47, $45. A lot of it is due to Mara. Huge pushback, a huge pullback, I should say, in that $23 level here. I have a position way up high at 25.17, so it is way up there. We will not be adding any more into this position until we start getting some type of confirmation that it is going to be going up. Hope that sound wasn't too loud for you guys. I'm going to lower it a little bit. Good morning, Scott. How are we doing today? CMG, nice little push up today. Not too bad. CrowdStrike still selling off this morning. Very aggressively. Huge gap down on the 19th. Now I have since added TSLL to the watch list. Even on Monday morning to now, it went up 11%. TSLL. Ooh, FFIE pushed up today. Very nice. Holy crap, it went up 6% in less than 4 or 5 minutes. In less than 5 minutes, it went up. One 5-minute candle, it went up 6%. I mean, it can go back up to these levels? Potentially? I don't know. I think it's just going to come back down. Faraday Future hosts Investor Community Day and highlights the company's core values to the investment community. Trump pours cold water on industry. Tesla falls ahead of earnings week. Ford steps back in EV plans and more. Biggest EV stories of all. Faraday Future releases letter from its board directors encouraging all stockholders to vote at the company's AGM. I already missed out on a lot of this. So that's going to be FOMO. 6% it went up. Starting to hit some of that resistance literally right there at that level. It's hitting resistance, as you can see. And its support level would be probably right around here. Good morning. Good morning. How are y'all doing today? Let's see. Let's look at our list and see if there's anything actually progressing up. Amazon pushing up today very nicely. Is it going to continue? Did it find a break? Did it find a balance here? Possibly. Might test this EMA line though. Still very, very bearish. Bouncing off of some recent resistance and support, that's for sure. Right around this level here. Has some resistance. We're going to buy one share. And now it's going to come down. that always literally happens to me. We're going to buy one share though at $185. This could be another nice little intraday play if it gets up to 191. That'll be a few dollars. If we can get back up to 200, that'd be great. What else is up today? Chipotle Mexican Grill trying to break out of that resistance level right here. DDOG pushing up from 117 is now at 122. JDST is the winner today. It's up 1% as JNUT continues to fall. Those are inverse ETFs. They go against each other. TSLL pushing up right off of that line there. FFIE pushing back. So that's going to sell off for a little while. GameStop not doing much. QQQQ not doing much. Intel not doing much. JD selling off. Lucid not looking so good. Now it may bounce off of this 200-day moving average. If it does, that would be incredible, because then we could see a potential, 20% bounce. Even a 7 or 8% bounce would be nice. So we're actually going to set our alert for if it breaks above 365, then we can consider that as bullish. 365.1, and then we could potentially get in. Jeff, hey, morning. Always wanted to start and begin my journey. Hello, Jeff. Welcome. Yeah, no better time to start than now. Yeah, just dive into it. I have a Learn to Earn lesson library that I'm going to be uploading to YouTube first, and then I'll probably try to figure out a way to make it a little bit more structured and maybe put it on like some kind of course like Teachables or something like that, just so it's very simple and easy to use. But there will be a course that I'll be uploading here pretty soon. I may have to do it in increments, like 3 to 5 videos at a time, like per day, and then do another 3 to 5 videos. Probably be a total of like 15 to 20 videos right now, and then as time goes on, I'm going to be adding more relevant information to that lesson library. We're going to have things like recently I did, what is a brokerage? How do I set up a brokerage account? Once I have my brokerage account or platform, how do I set up my platform? How do I start paper trading? What is an RSI? What is a MACD? What is a limit price? What is a market order? What is a stop order? So all that is going to be in a nice structured, easy to follow outline or course, a free course where you guys can learn all the common terminology and different investment criterias and different features that investing has to offer as well. So no better time to start than now, guys. No better time to start than now. All right, looks like this is going to come all the way down to maybe 22 or 23. I am still holding 56 shares. My initial value was like 1,400, so we are down about $130 here. Now it may come down to these $21 levels, which would be fine. Eventually go back up to those $25 levels. So I am holding. These are all unrealized losses, and I don't mind holding that. It is very risky though, so be careful. Meta slowly pushing up from 459 levels to 494. That's a 7% profit. And Jeff, welcome. Ask questions if you want to, Jeff. Scott, Major, they're all here to help too. They could help answer some questions. Don't be shy. Just feel free and ask questions. There's, you know, there's no such thing as a bad question, just bad answers. An 83% profit for NAAS pushes up. NNOX, NEE, and none of these are doing very well. Palantir is up. It's up 1% today. That's nice, bouncing off of that 200-day moving average. Now, last night I did adjust my blue EMA, my exponential moving average, from 45 to 20. I thought that'd be a little better for me, considering that I do tend to day trade more than swing trade. So I'm hoping this helps out quite a bit. Knowing that, we could have seen a nice push off of here, and we could have sold at first resistance to 2.5%, something like that. A lot of red today, though. A lot of red for a Wednesday. So much red. Be a good day to short something, which we'll also get into more of that later as well. Amazon's up 2%. Already made $1 on Amazon. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right, so as far as my positions go, I have 7 open positions. AMD is 1, open P&L $1.66. Days P&L is slightly lower. Looks like it's starting to push up on AMD. Now, my biggest thing is holding AMD, you know, for the next 2 weeks or so to see if I can get that 22% profit. Even though I only have 155 bucks, that'd be, you know, 20%. That'd be like $30. And profit. Same thing with this company here, Amazon. You know, I'm looking to see resistance at about 191, but if this thing can go back up to $200, that's a nice 10%. 10% on $186 is another 18 bucks. CMG, same thing. We can see about a 30% profit on this if it goes back up to previous highs before, right before it did its stock split, 50 to 1. If you want to learn more about the stock split on Chipotle, I did create a video that you can watch where I go into more details about CMG stock or Chipotle Mexican Grill, why they did a stock split, how it affected the company, and what it means for you as a future investor. So definitely check out that video after this. Now, if you haven't noticed, there's a pattern going on, right? I'm catching these companies at the bottom of their support. Catch them at support, sell them at resistant. Catch it at support, sell it at resistant. Same with this. Get it at support, sell it at resistance. NVIDIA, same thing. Catching it at support levels after it shows confirmation that it's going up. and sell at resistance for about a 20% profit. So all these have about 20% profit margins. Same with plug. This has even more. This has a 33 to 39% profit. TQQ also has a nice 20% profit. So all these are well above 20%, except for I guess now Amazon, where it's only at about 10. But 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and then the 10, that's 130% profit. So if I put all my money into these, they all end up working out, then I could double my account size very easily. Very easily. Or at least double my position size, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could say 9. $900, say 1,000. I could potentially double my $1,000, and we'll have $2,000 in the next couple of weeks, while still being able to use my another, you know, $1,400 for my Mara trade, which obviously is not panning out very well. Jeff, yes, that would be awesome. What application are you using? Your video is choppy today. Yes, the video is choppy. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, guys. It might be our internet. Our internet really sucks. We are going to be... Yeah, it is red. I do have a red frame here, so I do apologize about that. Let me see what I can do to make it a little bit better here. Amazon's pushing up very nicely. Oh, man. Yeah, let me see what I could do real quick. Oh no, my live stream ended. Did it end? What happened? It still says I'm live. For some reason it kicked me out on my phone. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, guys, I hope that worked out a little bit better. Sorry about that. The kids like to have everything on the Wi-Fi before they go to bed at night. They'll have their tablet on the Wi-Fi, their TV's on the Wi-Fi, their Xbox is on the Wi-Fi, and I'm like, oh, come on, turn that stuff off. There you go. Is that quality better? Let me know in the comments if that quality is a lot better now. I think it is. So just let me know. Still says it's red though. Still seeing red quality here. Well, that is not good. Dang it. All right. Well, it won't be going much longer. So yeah, Mara definitely selling off this week. Just another week of selling off, which it did this whole week here from highs of 22, 23, and it just completely sold off to those $18 levels. It even sold off between these levels. If I go to the 4-hour chart, I've been trading it for quite some time. Here's all my trades right here for June, but I could have swore I had more in this area. Very weird. Very weird indeed. Has gone as high as $31, $34 in the past. Now I do believe I traded it back in this area at some point. Or was it back here? Jeez, I don't know. That's weird. Definitely been trading it in this range here for quite some time. As you can see here, it's just caked in moves. I could have swore I've been trading it longer than a month. Very weird. Jeff said, I see. All right. So let's see if we could test this moving average. If we do test this moving average and all is well, then, you know, we can see some potential bounce back. Now, Bitcoin also is going to test its own support level here. And Bitcoin Cash also has a support level to test. So it's going to be testing these levels and seeing exactly what it's going to do. And then that'll give us more of an indication of exactly what this is going to do. Is it going to break these support levels and then come back down? Is it going to bounce off of the support level and go up and just keep trading in this little channel here that it's in? We don't really know. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. Oh, sorry, I'm not even sharing my screen with you guys. Wow, what a crazy live stream today. What a crazy, crazy live stream. I am sorry for all the mix-up and... There we go. Okay. Okay, so Bitcoin is testing the support level. If it breaks it, it may continue to sell off. Same with Bitcoin Cash. If it breaks this support level right here, then it may just come back down to some lower levels that it's been at. Now, it may bounce off of either this first support or the second support, and potentially could bounce off of that 200-day moving average on Bitcoin Cash, as it's very close. Whereas Bitcoin, it is extremely far away. It has a nice big pullback still if it does indicate signs of a pullback. So for Mara, same thing, testing that EMA line. Looks like it's testing it very well there. Still continuing to drop a little bit. Got another support level to reach. Oh, okay, there we go. Huge sell-off on Mara. So now if we can get to this $21, great. If it doesn't, well, then that's okay. How low can this go? How much money can I lose? I'm down about $100 on the day, 162 total for this position. It's unrealized, so I haven't locked in any profits yet, or any losses just of yet. I got a 6 cents better average on my share price by buying one share. It's not going to be much. I'd have to buy like 100 or 200 shares down here to get my average better. But with that said, I know Mara can come back up. I just won't be catching that ride back up with it. I'll actually be waiting to just simply break even. Other news, Chipotle is pushing up now very nicely. It did pass that EMA line right there. Very nice. And we can start seeing this show some signs of upward momentum, which would just be great for us. AMD, same thing. AMD's trying to find that little push in the upward direction. Amazon has already pushed up very much so. It's done a great job. I'm glad I did get in at least one share of that, just to get on board with what's happening here. Now, if it starts seeing signs of a pullback, I may sell. I may hold a little bit longer just because. Chipotle obviously pushing up, like I said a minute ago. NVDA pushing up very nicely. So we're up on a lot of our positions. just not on Mara, which has the majority of our money in it. TQQ pushing up as well, starting to track off of this EMA line. It's a 20-day moving average now. I used to trade with a 45-day moving average. Going to be trying something a little bit different here. So yeah, definitely pretty cool. Buy a couple more down here just to do it. Bought at the high. Should be buying at the lows. Still has room to come down though if it wants, has room to go up. So we're going to just be tracking these companies for a little while, making sure that we manage our risk if needed. If we, get into those sell ranges eventually, but it's actually, they've all cleared past my alerts, so I'll have to set new alerts. Looks like Mara is bouncing off of that 200-day moving average, just like we said, which is fantastic. Wow, Amazon has ripped up very nicely today, guys. Amazon is a great play. If we would have put a little bit more focus and a little bit more money into this, we'd make 3%. It's already about 3%. AMD also pushing up. Very nice, very nice. And that's what we got going on today, guys. Bitcoin finding that support level, hopefully at that 2222. At 2222. Trading back in the 20s. I'm way up in the 25s. Not good. Not good at all. Now potentially I could just sell all these shares, get in at a better position, and then get all my money back. But in a way, that's like exactly the same thing. Whereas like you break even when it goes back up, or you buy down here, and you still need to push up a significant amount to even get your money back. Oh, bless me. It's $1,400. That's 10%. So I needed to come up to 2465 to make 10% back. If I bought down there, if I just hold, I'd have to go up almost 12% just to get back to break even. So a little bit of a difference. But look how much it's already pulled back. Since it met this low here, it's already pulled back a lot. I even bought a share at 22.27. Knowing that, hey, this might bounce at 20, and literally I bought it at that lowest point. 22.22 was the lowest. I bought it 22.27. And again, look, testing that EMA, it's acting as a resistance, and it could just continue to sell off. So, it could come down even lower. This was not a strong support. This was not a strong support. This was a very good support level here. So we'll see if it holds. It's at 20% profit back to previous highs. There we go. AMD pushing up very nicely. So we're up 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're up $14 on those positions total, but down 6. Days P&L 1. Down 1. To like $13. It's pushing up. There it goes. This would be a good entry point at $22 or so. That'd be a really good entry, showing nice signs of upward momentum. If this can get back up to even previous levels of $23.50, that's a 5 to 5.5% profit. This is exactly what I talk about not holding positions overnight. You either have specific companies that you're going to swing trade, but the ones that you want to day trade, if it doesn't go in your favor, you need to just get out. Okay, you need to just get out, sell, get out, take your little loss. I could have had a loss of, was it like $20 or $30? And then within a day or two, it went up to $120, $30. So that's a lot, guys. That's a lot of money to have to come back to. Now, I believe it can, but at the same time, I'm wasting time. I should have got out here. When I saw this first red candle, I should have got out. Sold for the day, refreshed, had all my money available for this morning, waited for confirmation for this to sell off, find support, and right now we'd already be up 3%. We'd be up $30 instead of down $130 because we held overnight. And that's just how it goes with trading, right? So, you know, buying 10 shares here and selling them here, we made some profits. And then I bought too high, thinking that it was going to go up more. Bought 5 at 25.17. Then I bought a ton of them as it was starting to go up. And then a huge red candle rejected. Should have sold at any point down this candle. And even waiting till it got up back to 24.66, could have sold for like a $30 or $40 loss. Wouldn't have been crazy. But now we're at $134, and we're going to miss out on this amazing run. We already missed out on 5% of it. You know, we're going to miss out on 13, 14% just to literally break even. We're going to be waiting for this company to go back up to just simply break even. So, you know, you're not losing money, but you're also not really making money. You're just getting back the amount of money that you're down. So that's why it's important to sell at any potential area of resistance. I bought at resistance, guys. I didn't follow my plan at all. I've seen support levels down here. I've seen resistance levels from the previous day here, and thinking that, oh, it has some nice upward momentum, that it's going to continue to go up to those $26, maybe even $27 levels. And it did not do that at all. I went against my plan. I bought a bunch right here. I think at one point I was up like $15 or $20. Should have sold at the peak. Instead, I bought at the peak, adding to my position, and then it continued to sell off. By then, I was already down like $80, and then it was like $40, and then it just slowly sold off. And look at this sell-off here. Now it's going to start pushing up, and we are not going to have any available assets to put in because all of our money is at the top. So do be aware of stuff like that happening to you. That's a great way for your account to blow up because you didn't want to sell, you held. Now, with this, it is a little bit more risky. I know its trading levels, though. I know where its trading levels are. I've been trading this for quite some time. Even if it came down to the 18s or 19s, I would have to sell and then get back in and then just build that money back. But if it can hold this support level like it just did, the 22.28, if it can hold that level and continue to rise up, then we can easily see this, going back up to these previous levels, 25, 26 by the end of the week. What sucks is just we have to wait the whole week to be able to get out. That way we don't suffer a loss. Now, Bitcoin Cash did bounce off of that support level at 376, so that is a nice, strong support level there. And Bitcoin as well, bouncing off that $66,100 level. It looks like right at 66,000 actually is where it bounced. Right there. Coming back up, it's already up about $300 or so from where it was just a moment ago. Now, if it can push back up, then we could see Mara push up as well, get back to some previous levels that it was trading at, maybe even yesterday or the day before. Now, this has reached 68,500. I did make a video on it and what to expect with Bitcoin, whether it pushes back or whether it breaks out for higher highs. I do have a video on Bitcoin if you want to check it out after this one. Now, if this can get back to 405, this will be great for Mara, because then if it goes to 405 and get back to those $27 levels, and, you know, considering even though I am holding at 25.11, if it goes up to that 27, even $27 even, I could see a 7% profit on my 1,400 bucks. So that's like, what's that, 7% of 1,000 is 70, with the other 40, that's like $100 in profit. So I may have to make all $130 back before I can make $100 in profit, but hey, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Sometimes trades take a little longer than you want them to. Next time, I am not going to be holding Mara overnight unless I see signs of upward momentum. Catching it down at support and letting it ride up, you know, catching it at 21 and letting it ride to 27 would have been a 25% profit in 1 day to 2 days. And that's kind of what I thought would happen here. By holding it overnight, this would have been able to retrace up another 7%, and it didn't. It actually went down, I believe, 12%. Okay, so, you know, buying at resistance isn't always good. Risk of FOMO, fear of missing out, is real. Buying at these levels, thinking it's going to break out above before it actually breaks out, is not a good strategy. Okay, we should have waited. If this broke above like 25.50 and then 25.60, 70, 80, then I would have just kept adding and then been good. But because it kept selling off, I should have stopped buying, even just for a few minutes, noticed that it was selling off, and then ultimately got out. Huge retracement though. Look at this. I went all the way down to 22.28, and now it's all the way back up to 23.28. That was a $1 move within just a few minutes. From 22.22 to 23, almost 22, would be 4.5%. It's up 4% right now. I just made a 4% move in just like 10 minutes. Like 15 minutes, it made a 4% move. That could have been $40 on a $1,000 investment, $80 on a $2,000 investment. Heck, that could have been $400 on a $10,000 investment. So there is opportunities all around us to be able to make money. CrowdStrike also went up 2.5%. Oh, actually, it went up 5%, guys. 5% in 20 minutes. Man, we traded the wrong company today. We are trading the wrong company. Check out my other positions, and then we'll probably end the live stream. Don't forget, I have other videos that you can watch. I got a Learn Lesson Library, a Learn to Earn Lesson Library that you can definitely check out as well. It's going to be 100% free for all of my, all of my current members. But if it starts getting very popular, I may start charging a small fee for just my time in developing the lesson library. I know my wife's completely against it. She's like, it's free for a reason. It should be free to everyone. I'm like, you're right, but also got to get paid for our efforts too, right? Hey, Amazon up almost 3%, pulling back a little bit here. Chipotle had a huge pullback just now. Went up almost 1.5% and then came all the way back down to, it looks like, where this support level is. That's amazing. Which means, okay, so let me talk about that. This was a resistance. This was a resistance all day yesterday, right? It touched this bar, didn't clear it, so it was a strong resistance. I'm gonna put it back to red. Okay, now all day it's been working its way up, and this is what I'm talking about, a breakout. Now, if you bought at this area, right? If you bought at this area before it broke out, then it would have came back down, and you would have bought way too high up. It would have came back down like it did with this one. You would have bought here thinking it's going to break out, and then you get rejected, and now you have this huge gap between where you bought at 54 and where it's at 53. Okay, that's a $1 per share loss. So if you had 100 shares, you'd be down $100. Now, with that said, it broke this support, meaning that this was not actually a good support level for that point in time. A better support level would have been right down here where it actually bounced. So we're going to clock that as a strong support. Once it broke above this secondary resistance, okay, as you can see here, it broke out, indicating signs of upward momentum. Came back down, hit this resistance level, which is now support. Okay, we're going to change the color now. Went up, came back down, touched support, didn't go below it, so that was a good confirmation of a strong support. Pushed back up, almost hit that resistance level, came back down, started trailing along the 200-day moving average, and then as you see right here on this resistance level, it broke out. It broke out, and this is what I'm talking about, breakouts. When it breaks above previous resistance, let me go to the 5-minute. Okay, here we go, right here. Look how much resistance it had for 2 days. There was resistance here on Friday. There was a resistance here Monday, pre-market and during market hours. There was almost touched here during after hours. And then now this morning, it had a nice breakout. Because it broke out, everyone got happy, thinking that it was going to go up even more. Made about a quick 1.5% profit and was able to lock in profits, hopefully. Now, this is acting as a very weak support. A moment ago, it was acting as a strong support. Super strong support, right? This is where we had it. But now it broke through the support level, so now this is no longer a valid support level at all. Now, it may be a valid resistance level right now, but it's not a valid support level. Your next valid support would be either off of the 200-day moving average, or all the way back down to this $53, $53.33, or $53 even. Okay, those can be your next support levels. And we're going to watch real quick and see what this does over the next couple of minutes. MAR pulling back a little bit, got tested on that 20-day moving average. Now, I used to trade my exponential moving average. The blue line used to be a 45-day average. Let me show you what that looks like with a 45-day time frame here. I just want to see kind of what it looks like. EMA 20. I want to say I used the 45. It's not letting me know. What if I change this one? No, because I'm using this style. What if I take the style off? Use the 45-day. Right there. Now look how much above it is, the 45-day. Oh, there's a 45-day right there. It's a little bit more above. It doesn't seem to be as accurate on the 5-minute. It's not as closely related to it as I'd like it to be. Now look at the 20. The 45 and the 20 are extremely different, right? Extremely different. So that's why I went ahead and went with the 20, because it's a little bit closer. It follows along with it a little bit nicer. And we're going to use a little bit more of a lighter color. Yeah, that'll work. So when it's above the 20-day moving average, it has nice bullish characteristics. When it trades below it, it has bearish characteristics. And right now it's fighting to see where it's going to be, either above or below this exponential moving average. Still below the 200-day moving average, right? The green line. Been kind of choppy, up and down, up and down, up and down. But overall, it seems to be retracing back up. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. It is now above the EMA, which means it should be bullish. There should be a lot more buyers coming in. And look at that. We went from $130, $140 down to only about $110 down. And then as we get closer up to this average again where we were, this will start getting lower and lower. So it's like we're making all of our money back. Realize and understand, oh, look, in the first tiny green bar on the MACD, RSI is about to cross over to 50. It just did. It's at 50.97. If it continues to go up, then that's extremely bullish. Guys, have any questions so far? This is all for you guys. This is all for you guys, so let me know. Any questions at all? Also, do you guys like to see my positions here, here, or up here, or is it kind of more distracting? Let me know, because I can easily take off my mini P&L. I could close this up like that. And I can even take these off here. If I go to chart settings, I can take my cost basis off, my open orders, and my showing trade record. That way you don't see anything, right? You're not even going to see any of my Mara trades anymore. See how like this was all saturated? Maybe it's not as confusing either. Like maybe it's like less distracting, right? Because if I have all my trades, see them, they're all here. B's and S's and T's. Or do you guys like that? Or does it show relevance? Does it show like, hey, this guy's been trading this for a little while? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Or do you like the mystery of it? How much does he have in this position? I don't know. I can assure you I have 57 shares. Start out at a $1,400 value. $1,400 in Mara. I kind of like it. Also gets to show you like real time, like where I actually bought that position. Like you might not need to see like open orders. And you can see average price right there. My average price is $25.11. I know I personally like it. I like the cost basis. It shows you how much I need to come back from it. Open positions related in stock or open orders. I like this too because it shows where I want to buy, where I want to sell. So that's very nice. Show trade records in certain intervals, weekly and below, daily and weekly only, within daily only. Interesting. What's compact? Display mode of trading records, compact. I don't know. I kind of like it though. I like showcasing all that to you guys. Why not? Why the heck not, right? Nope, I guess I didn't have to do that. Undo. Oh, undo again. Undo again. Ah. Dang it. Where'd my line go? Oh, there it is. As you can see, a nice recovery here, guys. Very nice recovery if it stays along with this guideline. That means we can get a possible retracement within, 2 hours, 60 minutes, an hour and a half, possibly. Whoo, Amazon went way up. I'm so happy with Amazon that we got in when we did. Up $3, up $2 on this one on AMD. A little choppy. CMG up only about $1 after a huge pushback, bouncing off of that 200-day moving average. Mara bouncing off of that $22 level, still going up. NVIDIA bouncing off of that 200-day moving average, again going up. Very nice average price here at 120. Plug trying to find some support, and TQQQ pushing up. We're up over $5 today. 73.31 to now. That's almost 2%. I've been 20 bucks with $1,000. So yeah, we have actually some really good trades. All of our trades are well above where our average price is, which is nice. But remember, all these have a long way to go. AMD has a long way to go back up to 184. Amazon has a long way to go back up to $200. Even though it has this nice green candle here, still has a long way to go. CMG has a long way to get back to $69. Very long way to go. NVIDIA has a long way to get back up to 141. Plug has a ways to go to get back up to that 334 level. TQQQ has a long way to go to get back up to that $86 level. But as you can see, all of these I am buying at the support. Buying at support. Buying at support. 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 Actually, I bought Amazon a little bit more in the middle. I should have bought down in the 180s. 179, 180s. I'd actually be up an additional $5. So it'd be more like $8 or $9 on a single position. Major, I like to see the old trades, watching with delays on beach today. Watching with delays on beach today. So the old open and close points. Cool. Yeah. Like you see here, Major. All these areas. I mean, of course, when you get into a deeper level, you can see, yeah, like that. Cool. Well, I'm glad you think you like that. It does definitely help, especially when you are new. You can kind of see, okay, where did he buy? Where did he sell? Where does he go from here, right? What do we do now? Like right here. Buy pre-market, buy at the open, buy at the dip. I sold at the dip, and then I bought in again to re-enter 50 positions, and then I sold 40 shares. I bought another 6, showing that it was going up, and then I sold at the peak 24.24, which was right here, before it started selling off. And then I missed this huge run. I missed all of this. Even if I would have kept 10 shares, I would have made an additional $10 because it went up a full buck. And you said you're on the beach today? That's awesome. That's so cool. You could watch stocks on the beach. Same with this one. Buy, thinking it was going to go up. Had no signs of holding this support level here, and it sold off. So I sold all 79 shares at $25.19, which I think it was like a $17 or $20 loss. But I understood my risk. I did very well risk management on here, and then it continued to sell off, and that would have been an easy $100, $200 day of losses. And I only missed out on, like, I think it was like $17 I lost. So not crazy, but yeah, been trading Mara for quite some time now. Even way back in there, I was trading Mara, so. All right, what's Mara doing? Pushing up very nicely. Let me get back to this 5-minute chart. Yeah, look at that thing. It is just moving, guys. It is just moving along with this trend line here. See if, oops. See if I can get it kind of right where it needs to be. Something like that. If it keeps pushing up like this, holy moly, we'll be there in just a few minutes. Look at this. Just broke past the EMA. Now that it's above the 20-day moving average, the 20-day exponential moving average, the blue line, you can see all this upward momentum. Now it passed the 200-day moving average, which I may want to change to 180. I think that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do 180 here. Style 180, and we're still going to do green. I like my green color. We're going to switch the day to 180, which means it's already past the moving average. It's above the moving average. Do you see that? So even just simply by moving some of your criteria around, let's go to the MA again, styles, let's click 200 orange. See the difference here between even the 200, between the orange 200 and the 180? It's just a slight difference. A slight difference, but that could be all that you need here to understand, okay, look, it's fighting this orange line. This is the 200-day moving average, but it's already above the 180 moving average, indicating signs of it going up, which is probably why I'd want to use this more, because even looking back here, it curled over much faster, much sooner than the 200-day. So very interesting indeed. So play around with your, play around with everything. Play around with your indicators. Play around with the settings of each indicator until you get it. I was trading a 45 moving average. Now it's a 20. I was trading a 200-day moving average. Now it's 180. So, and MAR is pushing up. We're not down as much as we were before. We were at $120, $130 loss. Now we're only at about a $90 loss, which is great. Slight pullback. Now this is already pushed up significantly. It's already up 6%. And a 6% move. 6% on $1,000 is 60 bucks. On 2 grand, that's 120. On 10 grand, that's $600, guys. If you had 10 grand this morning and you put in here 6% in 40 minutes, $600 in 40 minutes. There's not even surgeons that make that much money in 40 minutes. Okay, maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know what surgeons make. They probably make like $500 an hour or something. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, pullback. I'd start, I would recommend locking in profits here as it is pulling back, unless you feel like you want to hold this longer. Obviously, it can go back up to those $25, $26, $27 levels. But this is our first real red candle, signs of a pullback here after a nice, beautiful run up, 5.84%. Very beautiful. This is a play that we would have made today. Obviously, buying the 1 share here, indicating like I saw the support level, I seen what was happening, and instead of buying 1 share, I should have bought 100 shares, right? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's not what we do here. A lot of my money right now in this account is in Mara, just at a different average price. Other than that, guys, it looks like everything else is looking good. We're just wanting to, make sure that this continues to have upward momentum. Amazon pushed up very nicely, testing that 200-day moving average. Actually, it's a 180-day moving average now. I have to remember to say that. AMD kind of consolidating today, not doing much. NVIDIA also starting to push up along our trend line very nicely. And TQQ also pushing up above their 180 SMA line and their 20-day EMA line. So yeah, guys, this was a 1-hour live stream. Usually I go live every single day for about an hour, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. I trade every single day. If the market is open, you can guarantee I'll be right here with you guys trading stocks and talking about other opportunities that you guys might see value in. If you guys have any stocks you want me to showcase on the channel, talk about, share my opinions, thoughts, and ideas on, definitely comment those ticker symbols below. And yeah, if there's no questions, then I will see you all in tomorrow's live stream. and I'll give you an update on the 7 positions I'm in. And also remember, I update you guys in the Discord server, third link in the description below. Sign up to the Discord, get inside there, talk to like-minded individuals that want to learn more about stocks, answer questions, ask questions, whatever level you're on, whether, you know, beginner, intermediate, or an expert investor. We all have